SmackDown gained 70,000 fans. It's understandable. I put on a pretty poor showing. 2 stars. It's fine. It was just an attempt of Asman's. I'm okay with the bug. It makes viewing more entertaining because it fucks with strategy. And instead of us sabotaging each other's shows, we basically
yeah, pretty much a sabotage in of itself. True enough.
Trouble in Paradise. Batista's not happy about management's decision. Oh.
Interesting.
He's really being sass-mouthy. Triple threat Grimith versus J2 versus Russo. Yeah, Laxtotes thought about doing that. Yeah. Go ahead and take a look at the reports. Raw, of course, was a pretty poor show. We had nothing for the first match. Oh, Bobby Lashley and Melina got 3 stars. Wow. SmackDown results. Had 3.5 stars there for John Cena. Surprise! Win over Kurt Angle. Well, if anything, that probably helps you because John Cena was getting thumped there repeatedly by Kurt Angle. So it's not a bad thing. Power 25-wise, Undertaker with 2 belts is at the top. Oh, I'm so glad that you could join us here in the top 5, Edge. Batista is fucking sass-mouthing me. Shawn Michaels is number 1. Roddy Piper's number 2. Kurt Angle, who is the main belt holder, is number 3. John Cena works his way up to number 4. Carlito's 5.
Carlito.
Take a look at my roster. Oh, they're both
upset.
I am a month overdue for a title shot. I have earned a title shot, and I was waiting for the guy who is holding the belts to recover, and I imagine Ric Flair feels the same way. Yep. What are you so happy about? Oh, you want a title shot? Last championship match was a short time ago. Edge, you kinda lost your opportunity there. But if you want to be that way, that's fine too. Taker has not even fucking recovered as much as I had hoped. Shit. He's the one with both belts.
He is.
I thought he would have recovered far more fatigue by now, after a week off. Alright, well, let me write down my results. Win Lashley, win RVD, win Lita, win Foley Hardy, win Flair. Oh no, win Rhodes. Excuse me. And I'll let you book first since I booked first, unless you want time.
No, good. We can do it.
Taker needs months off to recover from pay-per-views. I fucking know, right?
Manchester, England, eh?
Yes. Email-wise, Chavo's contract, of course, has expired. Oh!
Really?
Yep. Ric Flair is interested in jumping ship. You can extend me an offer better than what I have on Raw. And so is Batista.
Wow. Wow. All right. So wait. Hold on. Let me see.
What do you want to look at?
I want to look at their contracts.
All right. I'll show you from my screen then. They'll both have another 12 weeks on theirs. You have lost quite a number of people that you had.
Well,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 15 currently on your roster.
uh, oh man. I gotta do it, Grim.
Okay. Who do you want to start with?
Let's look at Flair. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Batista?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know whether that puts them on your rosters immediately. It does. No, it does. And they're both happy. It was the fight against Dusty Rhodes. He was terrified, I know.
He was like, fuck that, no. Well, who are my unhappy people right now?
You have no one who's below unsatisfied. It's Randy Orton, who wants a shot at a title. Rey Mysterio, who's tired of losing. And Umaga, who's also tired of losing.
Okay.
Not stolen right under my note. That's not stolen. Like, I think he didn't steal them. I was watching.
Well, yeah. I didn't know that sort of stuff could happen though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did that also kill one of your rivalries too?
I had no rivalries ongoing. I just finished my pay-per-view. I didn't sell rivalries.
That's right. Okay. Let's go to my show.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Promo number 1 is going to be... Huh. I wonder why I don't get like a new superstar thing.
I could have done it for Dusty, but it doesn't look like you can do it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess then we'll just keep them with advertising promos for right now. What are Batista's and Ric Flair's heel face thing?
They're both heels.
They're both heels.
Yep. You took 2 heels.
Okay. God damn it.
Yep. It's a good question to ask, after you sign them.
Yeah, right. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just we'll make them face.
Okay. There's been both
So
promos doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn for Batista and a turn for Ric Flair.
Cool. All right. Yeah, Flair's gonna be face. Come on, how you gonna boo Flair at this point in his career?
Pretty
you don't
easy.
boo Flair. What?
It's pretty easy. Boo.
All right. Main event. Let's go with all managers. They both get managers.
All right.
It's going to be John Cena versus Kurt Angle with Batista being John Cena's manager.
All right.
And Ric Flair being Kurt Angle's manager.
Okay.
Match number 5 is currently Carlito, William Regal, and with Chris Benoit. Orton won the shot at the title, at a title. So let's make this now that is a fatal 4-way.
Okay.
Carlito, Regal, Benoit, and Orton. For title.
All right.
SmackDown. Yeah, 1v1 here.
Okay.
But for the Cruiserweight title.
Okay.
Flair face abomination. That's what that is. uh. Leave that one alone. Split this up. We'll go Ken Kennedy versus Roddy Piper and Booker T versus JBL.
Okay.
All right, let me see it again. Booker T, JBL, Ken Kennedy, Roddy Piper, Umaga, Shawn Michaels, Junior Hall. Ooh, nice call, Mushrak. Yes, nice call. Match number 5. Yeah. Actually, go to match number 4. We'll put Kid Cash. We'll put. We'll keep it with Randy Orton being Rey Mysterio's manager.
Hello, Bart.
Let me see the face turn for Flair again. Who else can I make face?
Well, anyone who was a heel. Your heels, your faces consist of Chris Benoit, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and Shawn Michaels. Everyone else is a heel. And that...
Can you go by popularity?
I can go by popularity, yes.
Okay. I definitely want Batista to turn face. Let's make Piper face.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Confirm?
Yes, confirm.
Well, you guys are going to have to demand your title shots over in the other brand. You are officially no longer my problem. Okay. Let's see here. That'll empty out him. I moves Bobby Lashley up, though. He probably doesn't consider that just yet. Got to look at a few things. No, let's see. Alright.
I actually really like the way this is going to play out in a storyline once we get into the commentary. Raw, probably not so much.
Shut up, Chad. I'm probably not gonna hire Eddie. I'm thinking. Definitely not hiring Viscera. Eddie starts off face, so that doesn't help me. Doesn't show you what their current stance is at default. I'd have to hire them first in order to see whether their faces or heels by default.
Really? That's dumb.
Maybe I wouldn't. If I go into this, nope, that wouldn't show me.
That's dumb.
If I go into this, would it show me? No. Alright.
Is there so when you hit X to select, it just goes right into into offering them stuff? Yeah.
And I can go into their view, but that doesn't tell me what they are default.
Ew. Scumbag J2 takes Flair and Batista, doesn't get Viscera. Listen, Jamoni, all right? I think we can all agree Flair and Batista, much better hires than Viscera.
set up the rest of your card? And for that, we would have to go into rivalries. Let's set up the rivalries that you know you're going to have. Well, Taker versus Batista was actually going to be a, he was actually going to compete for the world title. He lost that opportunity. Let's go ahead and...
That was going to be your SummerSlam main event?
That was actually just going to be straight up, like, he was going to compete for it. Like, he was going to have a title match. Like, by him losing to SmackDown, he lost his chance at he was going to have a shot for the belt, because Taker has 2 belts.
Yeah, it's true.
I had actually had a 4-way for a belt scheduled as the main event for this show. Oh well, with both Flair and Batista. No longer my problem.
Indeed.
Let me think here. Because I lost those 2 heels, I'll have to reorganize what I'd planned.
Barte, what happened was that they were just so unsatisfied with their current standing on Raw that they emailed the SmackDown GM and was like, listen, you don't have to pay us. You can pay us peanuts. We just want to leave.
Well, you paid for their contracts, basically. Like, and the Raw GM doesn't get an opportunity to say, like, reject the money. Just, it's like, no, Vince McMahon's like, yep, we'll do that. What? Alright. So there's that. Go ahead and pencil that out. That won't be a 4-way. Okay.
Just goes to show how dangerous it is to let these morales go too low. It's like things happen, man.
The last competition both of them had for a belt was... Flair was, as he said, over a month ago? I don't think. It might have been over a month ago.
Maybe it also has something to do with their popularity. Like, the more popular they are, the quicker they want a title shot.
I'm thinking so. I figure if they had low enough, it probably accelerates based on popularity. And Batista, when Edge took the Intercontinental belt, they stepped out of that, and I needed to give Undertaker a week to rest, which is why I did not give him a shot last week. Oh well. I just need to find spots for where I'm going to plug in the V's for my rivalries. Well, I can not do the tag team shit I planned on doing. Okay. It's fine with me. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright. That answers that for sure. Let's put the game Triple H back to that spot. This will be Foley versus... No, I'm not doing this in the game. I have my spreadsheet that I've been using, that I had scheduled out these matches for. That's going to be Foley against someone. I had him planned on fighting Triple H. Well, how about we do Foley versus... We've already done Edge. We've already done Taker versus Triple H. Okay, I have an idea. How about we do Rhodes versus... Sure. Nah, Triple H deserves a title shot. We'll do Rhodes versus Finlay, because he loves to fight. That takes him out. And I might just cut one of the rivalries I had. And then Mick Foley versus Kane. Can be that one. Yeah, fuck the Team Patriot thing, I guess. Okay. So why don't we organize those? And we'll just say to hell with the tag team belts for now. Because those are dumb. Okay. Foley, and then we'll just plug in Matt Hardy and Rob Van Dam somewhere else. I guess. Van Dam has a lot of popularity for me to just plug in somewhere else. Maybe I can plug RVD in one of these spots and have McFoley free. What's your popularity at? McFoley. Your ranking if I look at the Power 25. You are number 2. Okay. That's what we'll do. We'll put RVD in here. I'll reuse that storyline. We'll put Foley here. What the hell do I do with you, Matt Hardy? I could not care. It's a pretty compelling argument to not care. I know what I want to do with you. Yeah, we'll put him in that fucking shit. If I can. We go ahead and set up these rivalries. Rivalries. Let's set this up to be... This will be another Battle of the Titans one. This will go until Unforgiven. And this will be between Undertaker, Triple H, and Mick Foley. Next up, we have... This is so dumb. Sure. This is what happens. This will be until Unforgiven. Number 1 contender between Rob Van Dam and Kane. Kane gets to fucking move up on the card. Then we'll have a Patriotism one. This will go until the same pay-per-view. And it'll involve all of the divas. Trish, Lita, Melina, and Mickie James. Afterwards, we will have a Legend Killer between Dusty Rhodes, and I had planned for Ric Flair to get involved in this, but since he didn't want to, who the best Legend Killer would be? Finlay. And Matt Hardy, because he's a cunthole who wants to get involved in everything.
Fucking Matt Hardy hanger on.
Yep, he sure is. He hates Finlay so goddamn much. He keeps going after Finlay in these rivalries. And then my 5th and final rivalry, because I was going to have a 6, will be a return of Loser Leaves the Brand between Bobby Lashley and Edge. Okay. Yep, no 6th rivalry. I'll just leave that be.
What was it planned to be?
Doesn't matter now. I live in the future, not the past. I live in the present, yes. Okay. So, seeing as how those jerkwads left, we can start with the really good shit. We can start with the title shot that they were gonna get.
Grim's angry.
No, I think I actually got the money that you paid, so works for me. I think that's basically like a buyout for their contract.
I'm
not angry. Just a surprise. It's fine with me. I was gonna make this for the Intercontinental Belt, but everyone involved will qualify for this triple threat match. Undertaker.
Yes, Mickie James.
Triple H and Mick Foley for the WWE Championship. Taker is severely fatigued. He might get injured in that match. But whatever. Let's actually check the rest of the roster. Who's unsatisfied? Edge, huh? Well, since everyone else is happy, I tell you what, Edge. We'll, I know I set up the damn rivalry, but, let's make this a fatal 4-way. Actually, Edge, did you move up? You did! Fatal 4-way. Taker, Triple H, Mick Foley, and Edge for the WWE belt. And Taker is fucking... He is fatigued, man. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? Dead man for real.
That's the match we're watching, by the way.
Match 5 is going to be my #1 contender spot between RVD and Kane. Promo 2 is going to be advertising. Match 4 will be a... I didn't want to make this a women's. Nope. Non-title match. This will be Mickey versus... I think Melina I had there? Melina. And... Trish and Lita will be their managers. Match 3 will be... Dusty Rhodes versus Finlay. I need to have them reversed. And then Matt Hardy. That fucking asshole just interjecting himself in everywhere.
Dusty's like, wait, I need a manager? And it's him? This guy right here?
I mean, I could have Matt Hardy fight instead, but I've seen what happens whenever Matt Hardy fights Finlay. It doesn't go well. Match 2, Edge can wrestle twice. This will be Lashley versus Edge. I don't have a card for match 1. Do I care enough? I think I can skip it. I'll skip it. It gives me some time to think and basically redo my spreadsheet. Not redo, but some plans I had have changed. Alright. So I'll have to redo those match descriptions that I have. No, well... Let's go ahead and confirm that card after I save the game. Alright, I will confirm this card. So, J2 already spoke on what match he wants to see. Edge defeats Bobby Lashley. Dusty Rhodes defeats Finlay. Well, Finlay. Melina defeats Mickie James. The faces can't get over on the heels in the women's division. RVD defeats Kane.
This is I don't even want to watch any bit of that rivalry. Like no. Like any match you put them in, I'm just gonna say no to.
You watched a Kane and Big Show match?
It's because that was entertaining on the other side. They were in a ladder match. They were in a ladder match. That was entertaining. Nothing in Rob Van Dam versus Kane is gonna be entertaining. Not a damn thing.
And basically, folks, I broke apart my tag team division. Kane and Finlay just get to hold those belts in perpetuity until I put together a new tag team.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way, and it is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring,
I did put this for the belt.
from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker.
I'd like to welcome you folks to the main event of Monday Night Raw. We've had a very eventful one, as it is learned that both Batista and Ric Flair have parted ways with the Raw brand, presumably to jump ship to SmackDown. Well, they've certainly missed out on a golden opportunity right here, as far as I'm aware, they were scheduled competitors against The Undertaker for the 2 belts he currently wears.
These are for both titles right now, No Name?
It's for the primary belt as far as I'm aware. Details are vague. I've never heard... I don't think the Raw GM could schedule it for both belts. But this is for the premier championship in all of World Wrestling Entertainment. Taker, of course, won this belt from Triple H in a Hell in a Cell match, and he won the Intercontinental belt the same way 2 weeks ago against Edge. It seems that the Raw GM gave The Undertaker a bit of respite, or perhaps the dead man simply damn took it. And now he is being forced to defend here in the main event of Monday Night Raw, a pay-per-view quality match brought straight to your televisions for free.
Well, let's be honest here, No Name. Do we really think The Undertaker would ever say no to a fight?
I've never heard of it being done. He has taken on all challengers, but he certainly has quite a challenge ahead of him. The champion's advantage is out of his hands. A fatal four-way, one pinfall, he does not have to be pinned, he does not have to submit, not that he could, in order to lose the belt.
And the opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H.
Triple H has quite a bit of experience with WWE Gold on his own, recently wearing that main strap after WrestleMania, but lost it to the dead man. I think he has the experience and the technique as the cerebral assassin to reclaim it tonight.
Sure, he might have the technique and the experience, but he's also got to deal with two other unknown factors besides just The Undertaker here, No Name. I mean, the last go-around these two had, they were in a Hell in a Cell. It was one-on-one. Now, he's got to deal with two other competitors along with the dead man himself.
And again, folks, cannot make this more clear. This is for the WWE Championship, the premier belt in the wrestling business, on the line tonight. The game spitting on the fans just as they like it. Did you ever do some research into whether the tickets cost more in order to be spit on by Triple H, Johnny?
No, I didn't, but I do know that is premier water that he's currently spitting. That bottle of water costs $6.
My goodness. Triple H is certainly very good at playing the game.
Taker actually showing respect by stepping out of the ring there.
Indeed. It's rather odd that the champion came out first, but whatever.
And the opponent, from Long Island, New York, Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, of course, the well-deserved chance to compete for this belt. Of course, he was in contention for the WWE Championship. He won that right from Edge, except for one last match that he had to fight with Edge, and Finlay so rudely interfered with a chair shot to the back of the head. Mick Foley, after Edge's defeat, it's all open for him, so long as he can take down the Game and the Dead Man, and our last entrant into this fatal four-way.
You think you know me? And the opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, Edge.
Not a bad deal for Edge, Johnny. Lost the Intercontinental Championship 2 weeks ago, sure, but now he has a true chance at the WWE Gold.
Well, let's not forget, though, this is Edge's second match, and he wasn't necessarily plugged into this match originally, so who knows if he even has any game plan going into this fight.
Indeed. Batista and Ric Flair, along with, I think, Dusty Rhodes, were set to compete here at the main event, so only the Dead Man had been certified to fight here. But with the leaving of Flair and Batista, Raw GM perhaps is all too happy to show them to the door if they don't wish to fight on Monday Night Raw.
Well, now it's Edge's opportunity, and indeed he is the ultimate opportunist to take advantage of the situation and perhaps become the WWE champion.
Again, as a reminder for you folks watching at home, the champion normally has an advantage in these types of matches. If he could be counted out, or disqualification could occur and the belt would not change hands. However, the champion does not have to be pinned, and he does not have to submit in order to lose the belt, and he doesn't really get the opportunity to just get himself counted out.
Yeah, but would Taker ever try and count himself out? I doubt that very much.
Oh, Triple H starting with a low blow on the dead man already. Edge and Mick Foley, two familiar competitors from earlier this year, were squaring off against each other. Swinging net breaker takes down the game.
You know, if I was the WWE corporate right now, I would think about maybe working in some sort of way to get the fans involved in this. Maybe create some sort of app on our smartphones these days to vote on the victors of these matches.
Huh. Oh ho ho! Edge fucking shoved right out of the ring.
Eye poked by the game against Undertaker, while Foley and Edge look to be continuing their rivalry.
Johnny, I have just received word. Appears the Raw GM was either thinking the same thing or decided that your suggestion was great. Maybe there might be a bonus for you in the future, as WWE fans all around the world can vote now on who they think the winner of this match will be.
Can we vote too?
I don't see why you could. You got a favorite? You want to talk about it, Johnny?
Well, here's my favorite right now, and I'll tell you why. My favorite to win is actually going to be The Undertaker to retain. Now, he has not had any competition thus far after winning the belt from Triple H back at Backlash. And now, he's come up against a true challenge here against three very tough opponents. But we all know the dead man here doesn't step down from a fight, and he thrives in engaging with these tough opponents. I hear that he's fatigued right now, but I don't think that'll stop the dead man from getting the 1, 2, 3.
Now, The Undertaker has lost his fair share of matches since WrestleMania, but it's worth noting that when the gold was on the line, particularly in Hell in a Cell, he had the victories. Foley getting in a series of kicks on the dead man, but the dead man quickly recovers, Irish whipping Edge there to the turnbuckle. Oh, driving his elbow into Foley's back. You know, one reason why I'm glad for this match, among so many other reasons, is that Foley and Finlay are no longer fighting, Johnny, which means I no longer have to be confused by their damn names.
This is very true. Although now Finley's working with what was that match we saw earlier today?
We saw him face Dusty Rhodes, the anti-American, calling out the Great American. And Matt Hardy finding a way to interject himself into the match.
Yeah, that guy, Matt Hardy. What's with his deal, No Name?
Well,
seems to really just, ever since WrestleMania, him and Finlay have just not gotten along at all. You think right now you just give up?
Oh, Tombstone on Mick Foley, and that could be it, folks. Oh no, Mick just tagged the rope, but Foley is out.
Looks like the fans are agreeing with me right now, No Name. Undertaker currently at almost 58% of our current poll.
Fans definitely agreeing with you, and I would have to say that I think The Undertaker will retain as well, despite all of the other combatants involved in this match. He's just too, even while tired, but that being said, you have so many other intelligent wrestlers in this match, and I guess Mick Foley's in it too.
Was that a knock against Mrs. Foley's baby boy? Come on, now that's my line.
Look, he's not the sharpest knife in the bread box. He's taken one too many chair shots, don't you think?
I don't think you necessarily need to worry about a man's intelligence when he's in the ring. It's a different type of intelligence. It's a natural instinct once they get inside that squared circle.
Well, it doesn't involve any chairs or barbed wire or... Oh, it definitely involves that.
Definitely involves low blows.
Triple H here? Oh, knee drop right on Mick Foley's head.
Let's not forget the amount of battles that Triple H and Mick Foley have had over the course of the years.
Edge going for the pin on the dead man? No. Triple H breaks it up.
Mick Foley and Triple H, well known for their battles in the early 2000s, even forcing Mick into retirement for a month.
Yes. Yeah, we've seen a recent spat of individuals we would think would no longer be wrestling, alive and active in the ring, Johnny.
I don't even think Mick Foley even cares about retiring or not.
Triple H gives Edge a ride. That'll show the rated R superstar. Have fun with Lita after that. Lita, of course, the WWE Women's Champion, despite all attempts to seize the belt from her. Although Melina did hold it briefly.
Triple H!
Pedigree on the rated R superstar, and Edge is down. It's up to one of the other superstars for the... No, Triple H doesn't go for the pin. He's too fatigued. Oh, he goes for the pin now? Mick Foley breaks it up. Mick Foley
now working on Undertaker.
Series of stomps.
Again, the history between these combatants here. Obviously, Foley and Undertaker, known for their several rivalries over the course of the years. In fact, the most famous of which being the Hell in the Cell back in 1998.
Yes, with the commentary from the amazing Jim Ross, who, as far as well as I did whenever I saw that match too, Johnny, I thought Mick Foley was dead.
Listen, there's a lot of things you can say about Mick Foley, but you can't say that he won't continue matches when he has been shown the worst of injuries. I believe at the end of that match, he walked away with a dislocated shoulder, a bruised spleen, and of course the loss of his teeth. Let's not forget the concussions, the endless amount of concussions, obviously.
Indeed not. Double arm DDT on the game. Can Mick Foley capitalize despite all these other people being around? Not a chance.
Not a chance. Not a single one.
Irish whip here. Oh! Just drags Mick Foley down to the mat. And then Edge goes to work on The Undertaker. It's so difficult to put all of the other possible interferers down just so that you can secure a victory here. Although I am surprised, Edge, we're not seeing usual tactics from him of darting out to the ringside and waiting for a moment to strike. Oh!
What?
The game cut open. And Edge goes for the pin here. Mick Foley's distracted. 10 man's down. Edge wins! Edge scores the victory and wins the WWE Gold.
Edge going from Intercontinental Champion to losing the belt to winning the WWE Championship in a matter of weeks. The ultimate opportunist has struck once again.
Triple H not only getting pinned, but getting cut open by the rated R superstar.
What was Mick Foley thinking?
He wasn't. I told you, those chair shots. And the dead man, he had already been put down, and well, he couldn't react fast enough. Regardless, the dead man has lost one of his belts, the more coveted of the two for sure. What a great main event of Monday Night Raw. I am No Name, alongside as always Johnny Jeremy. We thank you all for watching. Someone in the chat noted, wouldn't it be funny if, like, Edge won, like, the damn WWE Gold after all the attempts I made to prop him up? Well, how about that?
Yeah, true enough.
I don't have a problem with it at all. He can take the belt with him to face Bobby Lashley, who is,
Yeah, but now you gotta build up Lashley.
I think Lashley has already been up there. He might not be after all of the other victories that, say, Molina has had. Anyway, as for the match that I want to fight here... Look, I still don't want to see Cena Angle, and I definitely don't want Batista and Ric Flair involved. Primarily because if we watch this one, it could change the results of the Raw we just saw, and I don't want, like... I'd rather change the results of my match 5. Which I think was Rob Van Dam versus Kane. Like, if Kane wins that over Rob Van Dam, that's not as big of a shocker as suddenly having a new champion. Like the Raw GM comes out and says, "No, Edge didn't win that. Do the match over." The dead man retains. Shit. Anyway, yeah, I think I'd rather watch another Fatal 4-Way.
I mean, it's up to you. We don't need to, I guess.
I want to see Carlito and I want to see William Regal. JBL defeats Booker T. Can't get it. Well, it seems like with singles matches they got it covered. Umaga loses again. Kid Cash? Kid Cash!
God damn it! I can't get the belt off of him. Why? This fucking guy. He does not.
I love this, Kid Cash. I'm so glad that you hired him.
Fucking Kid Cash.
I spent time with Kid Cash. Make a save state.
You suck, Mysterio.
And we'll watch the... I don't know. Yeah. Probably because I'm interested in seeing Carlito's entrance and William Regal's.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito.
Folks at home, it is my pleasure to welcome you back to SmackDown. I am No Name, joined, as always, by Johnny Jeremy, here with a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship. Now, Carlito managed to win the belt, and he has been a decent, albeit short-lived champion thus far. We'll see if he can defend the belt tonight.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him. He's got 3 other opponents here to face, and each one of them have their own reasons for going after that United States Championship.
Even William Regal, the least fitting United States champion. There certainly would be some irony involved, I imagine, and perhaps some embarrassment for the United States if you were to win the belt.
Well, let's not forget that, the U.S., came from the British Empire, so maybe it's only, in a way, fitting for William Regal to try and go after the United States Championship.
And the opponent, from Blackpool, England, weighing 245 pounds, William Regal.
William Regal proving himself in matches to be deserving of another shot at the United States Championship for sure. Savvy veteran, submission specialist, he certainly has the technical prowess and the intellect to succeed even as in a match as convoluted and chaotic as a Fatal 4-Way.
And just a reminder, folks, that you can vote for the winner of this match on our newly created WWE app.
Indeed. It seems that these votes will only be allowed for the premier matches, but by all means, take advantage of that now. The WWE Universe is very interested in hearing your input.
Well, it's new technology, No Name. We have to work on it for a bit before we can spread it out.
And the opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
The Rabid Wolverine certainly not new to United States Championship title contention. Well, his submission moves won't really help him out here that much, Johnny, unless he can get an opponent alone in the ring. And if that happens, all bets are off.
Indeed, this is not going to be Chris Benoit or William Regal's forte, but both individuals well known for their striking abilities as well as their submission capabilities. And let's not forget, folks, keep it with us later on in this match, later on this evening, where we'll have John Cena with against Kurt Angle, but with the new signees of Ric Flair and Batista in the match.
And the opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Batista and Ric Flair, recent acquisitions from the Raw brand, perhaps hoping to make a name for themselves here in SmackDown by getting involved with the main event. Now, Johnny, this is quite a convoluted match, and of course the Fatal 4-Way does not afford any champion's advantage at all. Who do you think is most likely to walk out of here with the United States belt?
You know, after all the time that I've been watching the past couple of months with this United States Championship run, and then with this individual's career, I gotta say, I think William Regal might have a shot at getting some United States Championship gold.
Is he your favorite, Johnny?
He would have to be my favorite in this match. I mean, time and again, we've seen William Regal take on both Chris Benoit and the World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle and come out on top. Now, all he has to do is take that luck, take that magic into this Fatal 4-Way, and he might walk out of here with some gold.
I do like that pick. I am very torn on this, but I think I'd have to say the submission match that Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle had so many SmackDowns ago left its impact on me still. I think Chris Benoit has the tenacity to find a way to win, to take advantage of a wounded opponent, and strike.
Now, the WWE Universe also a bit torn on this match. We've got Carlito and Chris Benoit currently tied with William Regal a close second and Randy Orton at the back end.
We'll have to see how it plays out here on SmackDown.
Randy Orton going immediately for William Regal while Chris Benoit and Carlito face off.
Now, I would figure, and I have not seen thus far, Johnny, the possibility for alliances that, perhaps some teams could be formed and made to wound one opponent.
Alliances are only made to be broken there, No Name, and in a Fatal 4-Way match like this, there's no telling what'll happen.
Indeed, there is no telling what will happen. Carlito already on the mat. That is where he does not want to be against William Regal.
Indeed.
A man's man.
In the meantime, Chris Benoit currently have a headlock on Randy Orton here, and Orton, not necessarily the worst for wear, but hasn't really shown a winning streak as of late.
Indeed not. However, to be fair, of all of the finishing moves, Randy Orton's would be the most dangerous. Those submission holds, they aren't gonna prevail too well here in a Fatal 4-Way, but the RKO can come out of anywhere.
Indeed, but let's not forget William Regal's power of the punch either.
Oh! Power of the uppercut.
Power of the uppercut to the lower area of the body also is an impactful thing. Yeah.
That's certainly a punch to the head.
Yeah, head.
Randy Orton with a a shot to the eyes.
Low blow.
Oh, Randy Orton here prevailing over Chris Benoit. Carlito and William Regal squaring off themselves. Randy Orton has Chris Benoit a submission hold, taunting.
Not the way you're going to win this match here, Randy Orton, but it's more of I think it's more of a psychological maneuver than anything else here, No Name.
I would have to agree, yes. A kick and another kick. Chris Benoit back to his feet. Oh, William Regal throwing Carlito around like a rag doll.
Randy Orton taking no time and going right after a new opponent.
Indeed not. Carlito whipped to the turnbuckle. German suplex right on Randy Orton's neck. Oh. Oh! Drop kick from Carlito sends Chris Benoit down. Now, Randy Orton, of course, his RKO is very dangerous. I think the most dangerous finisher anyone will see, at least within the confines of a fatal four-way. We all know the crippler crossface, but again, a submission hold not the best in a match so hectic. William Regal does have the power of the punch, sure, and he is a submission specialist. And Carlito, I can't remember what his is, Johnny.
It's the backstabber. He turns his opponent around and drives his knees right into the lower back of his opponent as he takes him down to the mat.
That's right. Every time I look at that smug Carlito, I can't help but just see him spit an apple at someone. I somehow mistake
Not a very
it.
effective finishing maneuver, though, No Name, I would say.
I would say not at all. William Regal.
William Regal going for a pin.
A Chris Benoit there to deny. Irish whip here sends William Regal out of contention for the time being. Oh, Carlito.
That might be a good thing for William Regal, staying out of the fight while everyone else goes at it.
Indeed. William Regal going for the pin, but Carlito's not that distracted.
But the referee is down.
The referee is down indeed. So is Carlito. Oh, Randy Orton displaying his power. Oh, DDT sends Chris Benoit down. And Carlito mixing it up with other folks while Chris Benoit rolls around there on the mat. You'd think one of these individuals would be intelligent enough to just stay out of the way for a bit, right, Johnny? Just let him fight it out, right?
Well, even if one person stays out of the way, that still leaves three people. One of the people is not going to be as effective as the other two, so he might try and break off and go after the guy who's standing outside of the fray. So, in a fatal four-way, that move is not nearly as effective as it would be in a triple threat.
I would agree with that. Chris Benoit and William Regal fighting it out. Chris Benoit quickly turns his attention to the referee? No. To Randy Orton.
And just an update on our poll, folks. It looks like William Regal has now taken the lead in this poll, with Carlito and Chris Benoit tied for second, and Randy Orton still in third.
Looks like more individuals are siding with you here, Johnny, that William Regal.
Regal may not be the most popular man in the locker room or with the fans, but he certainly is the most technically prowess.
Oh, Chris Benoit! Oh, that could have been it. Randy Orton might have tapped were it not for William Regal realizing that the crippler crossface had been executed.
You were right, though. It's going to be very difficult for any submission specialist to try and pull off a submission win against these opponents in this match.
If Chris Benoit were to be anyone, if there was going to be anyone who would do it, it would be Chris Benoit. Like, hell, he survived plenty of submission holds too, so it's not as if there's any guarantee you can get him.
Regal dancing I say dancing, it's more of a pirouette upon the top rope.
Randy Orton had Chris Benoit there in a headlock. Looks like these individuals can't decide who they want to fight. Oh, suplex there from William Regal.
And a drag by William Regal takes down Carlito.
Oh, and Randy Orton going, no? Oh!
Power of the punch!
Randy Orton is out. But there's still too many.
He's taunting the fans right now, and he should be going for the pin.
Do you not realize how to win a fatal four-way, William Regal? Oh, eye rake there. And Regal sent to the corner.
If he continues to taunt the fans after performing that finishing maneuver, there's no way he's going to win this match.
Well, this is a chance for Regal or Randy Orton to win, while Chris Benoit's distracted with Carlito. They're fighting in the corner. Oh!
Takedown by Orton.
Randy Orton, could he go for the pin here? No. I mean, he could. Goes into a submission maneuver? Oh, Chris Benoit doesn't see it? Oh, he does now.
Arm drag by Carlito takes down Benoit.
Randy Orton poses, and Carlito whips him to the corner. Regal there with a reversal. Oh!
A reverse RKO by Randy Orton takes down William Regal.
Indeed, William Regal dragged to the center of the ring. Randy Orton going for the pin, but Carlito and Chris Benoit are not going to have that.
What an exciting contest here on SmackDown.
Oh, Chris Benoit thrown out of the ring, taken care of. William Regal tries a... No, that's not going to work with Regal. Of Carlito!
Oh my God!
Over the
top rope and right in front of us here at the commentator's desk.
Oh, Chris Benoit writhing in agony. What are you doing, Regal?
Regal going for the top rope.
And now Randy Orton's been
maneuver.
sent out as well. It's just Carlito and Regal in the ring. Carlito and Regal
This
in the ring.
might be Regal's time.
No, Chris Benoit dives back in. Regal wasted time with that top rope maneuver. Randy Orton, however, is still out.
Reversal by William Regal, though, against that crippler crossface.
Randy Orton back to his feet. And Chris Benoit seemed to be going after him. Randy Orton to the top rope. No!
Over the top rope and to the floor.
William Regal down. Oh!
Crippler crossface.
Randy Orton affected again by the crippler crossface. Carlito distracted by... No, just manages to break it in time. Oh, Luthez press takes Chris Benoit down.
William Regal certainly seems primed to take advantage of this situation here. RKO!
Carlito is out. Randy Orton drags him to the center of the ring next to... Oh! No! Chris Benoit! Chris Benoit! Drop kicked! Chris Benoit!
And Randy Orton!
Chris Benoit drop kicked William Regal, preventing Regal from stopping the pin!
Randy Orton! Randy Orton is the new United States Champion!
Indeed.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
As
Chris
noted...
Benoit prevented William Regal from blocking that pinfall. One wonders if Chris Benoit and Randy Orton had a plan after all.
Ugh, I can't imagine any plan would involve Chris Benoit losing, which is what he did. All the same, Randy Orton, a deserving victor. As noted, his finisher, the RKO, the most lethal in a match like this, could come out of anywhere, and it certainly did on the United States, the former United States champion. Fucking William Regal's like, shit, I better stop that. And then
Chris Benoit's like, nope.
Did not mean to minimize that. Just wanted to make a save state. Yeah, Baz. Edge has the WWE gold. Good for the rated R superstar. Looks like it did not save the results of that match, though. Let me see if I can, if I load state.
It's gonna be fucking William Regal, I swear to God.
If it's William Regal, that would be great. Fucking SmackDown GM calls for a rematch. Well, we can just keep running simulations until Randy Orton wins. And it
I
looks
don't
like
care who wins. It's just fun for me.
William Regal! The fucking SmackDown GM calls for a rematch. William Regal with the surprise victory. How did he do it? He's a man's man. Oh, you see what he's posted in the chat?
That's not even Cash's body, I don't think. Is it?
Look at that body. Oh, William Regal. That's fucking somehow colluding with the SmackDown GM to get a rematch.
Smack the GM.
Like a
Confirmed
rematch.
British.
Just like restarted the match, basically. Like a match restart. Maybe like Ric Flair runs out and like, woo! Some shit. Kurt Angle once again kicks John Cena's ass.